Last episode, the village was savagely assaulted by slavers. This episode, we need to recover from this. However, the mental threshold of our colonists will be greatly tested. And here we are, hours after the savage assault, and we are already recovering somewhat, but what we notice is we only have 16 herbal medicine and no chance of growing any. During the last slaver assault, we were able to capture one of them, so we have one prisoner at the moment. This prisoner told us about an ancient tomb of Vikings, and there is a legendary grave over there with great treasure. The grave is not far from here, and this would definitely help with our restless situation. Signe, the prisoner mentioned the tomb. I think we need to go.
Why? Why would we visit a tomb?
It holds the remains of a legendary Viking.
How does that have anything to do with our goals?
Come on. I told you this before. People are getting restless. We need to do something.
Alright, let's do this and get it over with.
This is good for morale. After agreeing, the entire clan was excited. They would go on a raid soon. Food-wise, the situation is under control and enough wood is in stock. To maintain her sanity in these strange times, Ravna is writing a book. This is going to be a skill book that hopefully will help others as well. In the same room we also have the stews cooking, and we are thinking about other ingredients for this stew. To help defend against the enemies, we are going to improve our little kill box a little bit more. And a few bear traps would definitely help with that. To solve our medicine problem, we're going to send Signe and an accomplice on a trading trip, and they will get rid of a lot of our crap weapons, plus they can get new medicine, and for that they get a lot of silver. In the meanwhile, Thorsten will prepare for the raid on the legendary grave. We need better armor for this and the best weapons we can get, and he will definitely make an effort in getting these. In her quest for medicine, Signe was successful. She managed to get 23 herbal medicine, plus she got rid of a lot of crap. At the base, it's time to increase our wood storage. This one is almost full and we'll make another one next to it. At the village, they all know the importance of wood. Wood will get them food, wood will keep them safe, and wood will keep them warm. And as we all know by now, wood will disappear during the winter, so we need to stock up on wood now. During the following sermon, something strange happens. Ulf over here has a moment of disbelief. She walks in too late and realizes she doesn't believe in the gods anymore. She lost all faith. This means she could start plotting against the cult, maybe even betray them. And this happens at the most unfortunate moment, because we are about to embark to the legendary grave. When they reach their destination, the Vikings see a massive temple. Outside they spot a few raiders, and there must be more inside. Thorsten is thinking of a strategy, but somehow the enemy spots them. They are attacking immediately. This threat pushes Doda-san into a mental break, and we have one warrior less to fight. At the moment we need to improvise, and we rely on the melee rush strategy. Our melee fighters will swarm the enemies one by one, while the archers will attack them from a distance. Oh, and look at the wolfhounds go! They definitely prove to be a valuable asset in taking down enemies or weakening them. The enemies are dropping like flies. They're definitely no match for us at the moment. And when the next one falls, they decide to flee. They leave behind the temple, and the temple is ours to raid. Victory, at last! And everybody knows these temples have numerous booby traps, and we're going in through the side. We will break into the main room as fast as we can. Signe then goes straight for the legendary grave, underestimating the danger inside. Holy crap, the Viking is very much alive and definitely not a dead legend. Wearing armor gifted from the gods, she is a true challenge. But luckily she is far from a god herself, and she eventually goes down as well. Signe realizes she was lucky. If she fought the Viking alone, she would definitely be a goner. The clan decided to stay the night and taking care of the wounded. When Signe finally realized the danger she was in, she broke down. She was in a state of confusion and daze. After a day's rest, it was time to go back home. When they came back, something terrible happened. The prisoner, he has escaped and he left the door open and the glowstone crops are all dead. He also warned the fellow tribe and a raid is incoming. The Embrasiers help our people, attacking them from a distance, and the first one is down before we know it. Another enemy decides he can make it, but after the first shot he also retreats. They are gonna try and find a different path. However, they decide to come back at night, and they do take the same path again. Luckily the archers are still able to hit them. The enemy starts focusing on the walls, weakening them, finding a way to get in. We released one of the wolfhounds, taking him down. Then the rest of the group decides to flee. We did spot one wounded enemy and we will definitely capture him. As always, we will take care of our guest as if he is one of our own. We will nurture him, feed him, and then maybe feed someone else. And even though he's just been captured, the prisoner already goes berserk. And we just started replanting our glowstone and he already starts destroying the door. This is definitely not a good spot for the prisoners. I don't know what it is with this guy, but he instantly tries again and this will cost him his life basically. While smothering in his own blood, we get the message that it was a success and he grants us a formless spawn. And look at that, this is brilliant, this is our new pet. And right after that a opportunity arises. We get two caravan animals walking in. They're in the same tight spot Thorsten was in earlier. Now he will use this tactic on the yaks. Indeed, it is a yaktic. And the yaks are in full revenge mode now. Let's see if we can outrun them. We have two shooters, come on, get him. Ooh, is one shot. And... just too late. Okay, Thorsten gets number one down. And now Thorsten is gonna be bait. But a few shots later and this yak goes down as well. And it even drops medicine from the gods. And I imagine this being quite valuable, but looking at the graph we're still okay. Or at least reasonably okay, because remember what I just told you? Thorsten being in a corner? He's doing it again. Thorsten is hunting buffaloes, he's doing it by himself, and he enraged the entire pack. And yes, like history repeating itself, he goes down again and we need to rescue him. Luckily we have people close by and let's hope the buffaloes go for us again. And this time we're using the correct tactic of one buffalo in the opening and three of us around it. And we can even use the ballistas. Come on guys, come on dogs, let's get him. I think they're almost all down, there's one left. So it's time to rescue Thorsten and for that we're gonna send Ravna. And when the buffaloes will be slaughtered, they will give us a nice bit of meat. Meanwhile, back in the village, Doda's son gets into a murderous rage. She somehow wants to kill Björn and we don't know why, but luckily Signe is close by and is going to arrest her. And say what you want here, but Doda's son is definitely not turning out as we wanted. If she keeps behaving like this, I'm quite sure that the others will dislike her a lot. Signe and Ravna also had a little quarrel, but let's not lose faith here. Talking about faith, I think this is the best place to heal her again, and luckily Ravna is doing this and their social stats probably go up a bit again. After overthrowing the legendary grave, Thorsten has set his mind onto the next village. So yeah, we all remember Signe's vision, and if we're going that way again, we better get prepared. Our caravan, Birger and Hilda, have arrived at the place for the trading, and we're gonna sell all the drugs basically. Things we want in return are, for example, a lot of medicine, maybe some pemmican or some rice. And once again, Doda's son is mentally breaking and she falls down and needs rescue once again. I'm not sure how long our villagers will keep up with this. Luckily there's also some good news because another caravan animal wanders in. Let's take a look. It is a guardian of I don't know, but I know it is 24,000 years old. But we want what it has and we're definitely gonna make a go for it. And let's see if we can kill this guardian. It has survived for 24,000 years, so I don't know if it is wise to do. Let's find out. Alright, first hits are in. Guardian is in revenge straight away, and that actually was way easier than it... Whoa! What the hell is this? Was this damage us? Was it good? Whoa, what was that? I guess it's bad karma because we get raided almost instantly. They are sappers and going for the wall, and yeah, I have to agree, this is the easiest bit to go through, so we'll set up defenses over here. And this will be the first time we can see our formless pawn in action. It's going to help defend the base. Next to that we have Bjorn and the crypto axe, and the fight is done already. A few final screams and an attempt to grab the last one fail, and then we go to the next day. And though the sun breaks again, and instead of stealing our food on a food binge, she is now gonna provide us food, and black ichor oozes from the altar again. It was a mixed success, and while the portal was open, another group of strange creatures arrived. Migo drones, and they look quite terrifying, and to be honest, I don't even know what to make of this. They seem to take the tactical approach, but once they arrive at the wall, they don't know how to get in, and they just hang about, really. And it's a bit of a shame, because instead of an epic fight that I expected, it is quite boring. And then I thought, let's go and hunt them, and this was actually a terrible mistake, not because we die, but because of the mood debuff. It gives us minus 40 mood debuff, which is immense, it's huge. The last of the Migo are going to be test subjects for our ballistas. I'm quite curious what they do, and they seem to have an area of effect, which is quite good. Only the design of the new kill box is a little bit of a poor design, because we also hit the walls. And after we defeat the Migo, we get an instant threat again, and is more Dark Young. However, they won't attack unless provoked, and we're not going to provoke them just yet. There's also good news, our mushroom land is going to be tilled soil this time, and this will make them grow a little bit faster, and this is just an experiment. Back to the Dark Young not being a threat. They do get hungry, and too bad Thor, one of our wolfhounds, is outside the walls. We get a notification, but it's way too late and way too far away to save him, so I guess he is gone. We also have another trader dropping by. We buy all his herbal medicine and sell him some crap, and after that it's fine again. Then it's time to take a look at what our formless pawn can do against the Dark Young, and in my opinion it should easily defeat it, because it's way more terrifying. However, because of our aggressive setting, he does get some help, and we have 2 warriors accompanying him. And this is hardly a fair fight. And if you want to find out what happens in the next episode, then of course subscribe, tick the notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Thank you all for watching, and bye bye.